to you live from Southern California. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Diego Padres. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect, the home side taking care of business in Game 1, but this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after Game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. Getting the nod in this one, Jim Palmer.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go now? Now, Alan Trammell. The wind of the pitch. That's outside. And here we go with Game 2. Righty delivers. Just off the inside edge.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what did they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
And a foul ball. And the righty deals. That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. On the ground. Carr whips it across. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
If they can get her that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant she can be once she gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
And now it's going to be Bernie Williams. And there's 2 away.
Batting first, the first baseman, Angel Coleman.
2 outs, base is empty. Angel Coleman up now for the Brewers. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Right down the chute. It's 0-1.
Goodness, I think she just took the best pitch she's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Slice down the right side. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The wind to kick the pitch. Flails at that one. It's a strikeout. Brewers go down quietly. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. And we're back. And towing the slab, Jules Rarick.
She's got 4 pitches, so she's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how she decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not she's able to mix them all in early or she wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a pitcher's got that in her back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
And that's a base hit. And the postseason success continues for her.
Wastes no time there. Challenged her with a fastball right in the heart of the zone, and she was clearly ready to jump all over it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Duke Snider, the next up for the Padres. Fouled off. He was late. And a pitch. Into center and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now here is Vince Williams. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. As we take a look at the Padres lineup. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singing they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if she picked.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. See you later. She powers that one out of here. Her second home run of the series, and they lead it. It's 3-0. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Looked to shorten his swing that time, and it pays off. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the veteran first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. Line drive to short and caught.
Clearly stole a base hit right there. Excellent job. Great athleticism by the shortstop to make that leaping catch to bring it down. It was a line drive headed for the outfield.
Betty Conway, the batter now as she swings and misses for strike one. Line drive, base hit right center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Willie Mays now at the plate. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. Ripped on a line. He's got it, and that'll do it. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Madison Swan. The right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Palmer goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. And there's a foul ball.
That's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. She's got to find a way just to travel a hair more.
Smoked on the ground a second. Slings to first. And a quick out number 1. Here's the power hitting catcher, Gabby Porter. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard now with 1 away.
Now, no waiting around right there. She was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now Paul O'Neill in the air out towards right center. Snyder snags it for the second out. Runner at first. Edouard Julien up now for the Brewers. Out towards right center field. Snyder. Long run into the gap. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. Back here at Petco Park. Bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Jody Banks. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
One ball, no strike.
And that's outside. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
Kicks and fires. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as she got into an advantage count. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Joe Shorty, the next up for the Padres. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this player is at the top of the list.
When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of player that every year you expect her to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove.
Runner at first with no outs here. Rarick checks the runner. She's back in there. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
She picked over once just before the pitch to check on her, but that didn't seem to slow up her jump on the pitch at all. I think she's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and she gets into scoring position.
Right through there for a strike. And Chris, beyond the fact that she's so incredible defensively, she also can swing the stick. Up and in. The count now 2-2. She tried to get her to chase on a slider down and away. Runner at second. And there's ball four.
Take your base.
Her ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of her career since day one.
Now the number 2 hitter, Duke Snyder. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. I got to call NLDS Game 4 here in 2022 at Petco Park, where the Padres knocked out their rivals, the LA Dodgers. The place was just nuts the entire game. Terrific fan support. That one at triple digits.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
The 1-1. And that one fouled off. And a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And here it comes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So digging in, Vince Williams. She's 0 for 1. Wouldn't chase that time.
1 ball, no strike.
The pitch. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a swing and a miss there.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
That's inside. Ball 3. Hard ground ball, base knock. Around third. Now a long throw home. She scores, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. There's nothing cheap about the way she got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Cut out in front and didn't get under it like she would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's some real power at the plate. Kaylee Carr. She's already homered in this game. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Look how good these offenses are. There's a lot of ball game left.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in game 2. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Two on, 1 out. Way inside in that hitter. She had 2 strikes on her, and she hit her. David Ortiz, the next up for the Padres. And he's already singled in this game. And that's in for a strike.
Well, impressed that she went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. He circles the bases. His second home run of the series. It's 8-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Kyle Wright.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And now the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. And ball 1.
This is one of the most successful hitters we've seen in baseball, Boog. Palmeiro is a guy who can produce hits and swing for power, and he does it consistently. He's always going to be a tough out for any pitcher that faces him.
And there's a ball. Movement in the bullpen. Nathan Eovaldi appears to be getting loose. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning here in game 2 of the NLCS. Next pitch is outside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
In the air, center field. Williams drifts towards it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 32, Betty.
2 outs, base is empty. Betty Conway digs in now, and she's already singled in this game. That one fouled off. 0-1. Line drive, caught. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam. It's now an 8-0 game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Shannon Novickis.
Number 22.
Palmer back to work. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground right side. Palmero takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down. Next for Milwaukee, Troy Gloss. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Lined, and that's a base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now here is Alan Trammell. Swings here and blasts one left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Fires to second too late. And he's got a double.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle.
There's a swing and a drive. 1 run is in. And it's off the wall. Runner scores from second as they get one back. It's 8-2.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around third. The throw in. She's in there as a run scores.
Well, clearly she was ready to hit right there. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. She moves up to third. Now 2 away. Gabby Porter up now for the Brewers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the ground to first, and that should be extra bases. The runner from third comes across as they get one back, and it's 8-4 to second, and it pulls the shortstop off the bag.
Wasting no time. She's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So a runner aboard. Next is the designated hitter, Paul O'Neill. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. This looks like extra bases. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead. It's 8-5.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you...
That one is absolutely belted. Hits the fence. The run comes in to score from second, and it's now a 2-run game. And that's a 2-out double.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
Line and a base hit into right. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in.
Comes through with the RBI.
Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Tom Glavine. Next for the Brewers, Troy Gloss. Singled and scored his first time. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He'll touch them all. And and they add a pair. It's 9-8. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. The throw into second, and he's got his second double of the game.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Digging in, Bernie Williams. The pick behind with that swing. It's strike one. In the air, left field. Conway makes the catch. And that'll do it. But not before they bat around, as 9 men wind up coming around to score. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 9 and the Padres 8. Back here in San Diego, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Willie Mays.
They've been so good about responding when the other team scores, coming back in the next half inning and putting something on the board themselves.
Pitch misses, ball one.
You know, these Padres putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
And the pitch. Fouled off down the right side. Got him. And there's one down.
The catcher, number 3.
Next for the Padres, Jody Banks. Singled and scored her first time. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
One down, base is empty. This one smoked out to left. She's got it. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Shorty in the box again. Takes a strike.
That's the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the strike, the pitch. Ripped into right field, base hit. So she gets on base and keeps it going.
She was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and she did it perfectly.
Right, keeping her close. Next to hit, Duke Snyder. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush.
Well, that's a nice job of moving that runner up into scoring position. It's not the most common way of getting it done. Probably a little painful, but now we'll see if they can cash in.
Fall off foul. Two on, 2 outs. Now 1-1. At the belt and fires. And the count 1-2. First and second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. got her swinging for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Second game of the NLCS. Up now for Milwaukee, Angel Coleman.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
The wind of the pitch. And a strike on the outside edge. Robin, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. The 0-2. And it skips into dirt. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Tell you what, those are the types of players pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that someone hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
Stepping in, Madison Swan. Just missed.
She's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. She's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
There's a strike, and a count 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Mays in pursuit. Puts it away for the out. Gabby Porter, the next to hit. This is a player who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch her control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that one drilled left field. And she makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They lead it 9-8. And we're back. Bottom of the fourth. Now it's going to be Kaylee Carr. This player makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
She's got such quick hands, and she's gaining pitch recognition that keeps her square to the plate. There's a good chance that her bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Kicks and deals. And that one ripped to left, and that's a base hit. So a runner on base to start the inning.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
David Ortiz, the next up for the Padres. He's already homered in this game. Checks his swing, now would appeal to third. And yes, he did. He went around. It drops in, gets away a little bit.
You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Rafael Palmeiro getting ready to hit. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And that one fouled off. Carr The runner at third, Ortiz on at first with nobody out. Next offering is down low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
The 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Betty Conway, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 2.
The last thing she wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next pitch is outside. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. One, two now. Battling here as she fouls it away. And a 1-2 again. That's inside.
Well, this is a hitter that can be frustrating for pitchers because she fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's sometimes where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Popped up. Trammell gets there. He's under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like that, she is looking forward to making up for it in her next at bat.
Now it's the right fielder, Willie Mays. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Strike on the inside corner. You'll one. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the play, and that's out number 3. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Brewers 9 and the Padres 8. Back here at Petco Park. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the Brewers DH, Paul O'Neill. And a pitch. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Next for Milwaukee, Edouard Julien. First pitch just misses. Julien measures 6 feet 2 inches, 24 years old, and he was born in Canada. Step off, throw to first. O'Neill back easily. Left-hand batter waits. This to third. Fires to second for 1. And that's 2.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Next for the Brewers, Shannon Novickis. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's in the dirt. Left-hand hitter waits. And down on strikes she goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the batter now, Jody Banks. The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. One now. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Back to the top of the lineup, Joe Shorty, the next up for the Padres. There's the strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. Not stopping. She's going for 3. The relay throw. Not in time. She's safe.
Well, most players would have a double out of that, but for elite speed like hers, that's an automatic double. She's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
So one gone with a runner at third. And now the center fielder, Duke Snyder. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Here comes a pitch. And fouled off. And the 0-2. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. He's under it. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. She'll score on the sac fly. It's 9-9.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
So digging in now for San Diego, Vince Williams. 1 for 3. First pitch misses.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
2 outs.
Ball.
That misses. And it's 3-0. Kaylee Carr waits on deck. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Take it all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Righty delivers. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Oh, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Avoids the first pitch for ball one.
Oh, 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let her steal if she's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
The 1-0. And he can't come up with it. And she's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score.
And I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
First and second, 2 down. David Ortiz, the next up for the Padres. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. First pitch, and he just misses. And you wonder, is she in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that she is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give her teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
Swung on, belted. Back there. And that is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 12-9. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Nathan Eovaldi.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's a big power threat, Rafael Palmeiro. And a good eye there. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. Two down, nobody on. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Novickis on the move to the gap. She makes the grab, and that ends the inning. And he deals. A little bit low. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Gregory Santos, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Hout getting loose as well. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges. Really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count. And now the lefty. Line drive.
Lays out and makes the play.
Well, I always dreamed of being able to see Willie Mays make great diving catches like that. Can you believe it? 12 gold gloves. And we can't forget about that catch back to the infield, over the shoulder catch like a wide receiver in the NFL.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Now it's the shortstop, Alan Trammell. There's a strike. One out, bases empty. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. The pitch. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Right side. And that chance handled. Whips it to first. 2 away.
Now back, the 17th, Bernie.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Bernie Williams. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's outside, and it's 1-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
2 outs. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Conway raging back towards the wall. And out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. And they inch closer. It's 12-10.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Angel Coleman up now for the Brewers. And that skips into dirt. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And that one a little below the knees. And it's 2-1. And another ball.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. She had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow she found a way to keep the bat on her shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Fouled off left side.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Coleman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. And forget it. It's their second home run of the inning, and it ties it up. It's 12-12.
That's a game changer right there. A big-time swing, and we're all tied up. She's so good at getting her arms extended, and that's exactly what she did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but she doesn't allow her wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
So the Padres with a new arm in the mound, Nick Lodolo.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 40, Nick Lodolo.
Here's the Brewers catcher now, Gabby Porter. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Out to short. Fires over to first. And the inning is over. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the left fielder, Betty Conway.
Leading up for the Padres, the left fielder.
And a pitch.
Betty Conway. Ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Phil Maton preparing to come on if needed. A wind in the pitch. That's off the mark, and it's 2-0. Swings through that one for strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball to the right side. Coleman steps on the bag, 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
She looked a little tentative on that swing, almost like she didn't get pitch recognition, and tried to slow her back down just to make contact. I'd rather see a hitter swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play, have another pitch where maybe she can drive out of the ballpark.
Sliced hard but foul. Evaldi, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a slider. Oh, 0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. And now 1-2. That one missed. Righty to the plate. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And down on strikes. And there are 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Jody Banks. High fly ball out towards left field. That's going back. Back some more. That's not coming back. She'll circle the bases, and just like that, they're out front. It's 13-12. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Man, she just barely got that one out of here. You've got to love the effort and luck to try and bring it back. She had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if she did.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Here's the third baseman, Joe Shorty. And first offering is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. And takes low for ball one. Wouldn't chase that time. That one just misses.
She's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at her and determine whether it's a ball or strike if she swings or not.
The pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That's out to center field. Williams puts it away, and that is that. New inning getting started. So here's the Brewers DH, Paul O'Neill. As the lefty gets to work. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Right through there for a strike. This to third. Rolls across the diamond. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Up now for Milwaukee, Edouard Julien. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. And that's a little high. And that is in for a strike. And it's 2-1. Out to short. Carr. Slings it across. 2 up, 2 down. Next for Milwaukee, Shannon Novickis. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
She's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in her hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, she can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Well, one-run game. Stepping in for San Diego, Duke Snider. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
The second baseman.
Next for the Padres, Vince Williams. A switch hitter batting right. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball, no strike.
Base is empty, one away here in the late stages of game two. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The line to kick the pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Ground ball left side. Gathers and throws to first. She's out.
The batter, number 10. Shortstop, Haley.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Kaylee Carr. He's done some damage, launched a homer at his first at bat back in the first.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth.
And that one wrapped foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Pitch is in the dirt. 1-1. Fastball. She gets out of the way. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And another ball. David Ortiz in the on deck circle. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Gigantic blast. Her second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 14-12. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. She's so good at getting her arms extended, and that's exactly what she did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but she doesn't allow her wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Base is empty with 2 away. David Ortiz, the next up for the Padres. That one ripped right center field, and no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second. It's a double of his 5th hit of the game.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
So up next, Rafael Palmeiro. Now a fly ball to right center. Swan sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that will end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jason Foley.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Troy Gloss up now for the Brewers. He's already homered here in this one. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And here it comes. Foul ball there. Foley, in his 4th year, he features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup. That's a little bit low. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. A left-hander appears to be getting ready. And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball. And that one missing low. Right-handed reliever. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that's in the dirt. That one ripped. Way back there. It's a bomb. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 14-13. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. He throws a pretty hard slider, but when it doesn't break, it's just like a good fastball to hit. And right there, eyes got big, hit that ball really hard, and now he's getting high fives in the dugout.
So the batting order turns over, and the batter now, Alan Trammell. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That's towards center. He's under it. Brings it in. And there's one away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Bernie Williams now at the plate. First pitch misses. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And here's the first baseman, Angel Coleman, known for her late inning heroics.
She is a player that, if she gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Swings and chases a low one there.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and she guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Williams sends it to first. That's out number 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Phil Maton.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Well, one-run game.
Leading up
So
for
digging
the
in now for San Diego, Betty Conway.
Betty Conway.
The pitch. Top of the zone for a strike. 0-1. This one high in the air to left center. Novickus should have this one. One down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Willie.
Stepping in for San Diego, Willie Mays. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Calls it in, 2 away.
The catcher, number 3, Jody Banks.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Jody Banks. She's already homered here in this one. First offering, and it just misses. Movement in the bullpen, number 75. The rookie right-hander is getting loose. Two outs. Just
inside.
Missed. The pitch. And it's fouled away. Fights it off. She'll see another. And another ball. Joe Shorty on deck for the Padres. Kicks and fires. Struck her out looking. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, number 20.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what she's got here.
She deals. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Kicks and deals. In the air, left side. Conway drifts towards it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter she faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Fly ball down the line. Conway going back, but it's a foul ball. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the 9th. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Sets her down, looking. Hit the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. Next to hit, Paul O'Neill.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against her.
Not close with that one. 1-0. Outside corner, there's a strike. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. The Brewers down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, and she got it. That's the ball game.
Just an absolute slugfest. Not a good day to be a pitcher. There are going to be a lot of sore necks. Players turning left, turning right. Balls flying all over. Neither staff had anything working, and these offenses just kept exchanging blows.
Singy, we saw plenty of offense in this one.
Yeah, no doubt, and they were wearing out home plate. Just look at these numbers. I mean, we were treated to a lot of fireworks in this one.
And the final in this one, 14-13. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
And 57 minutes. Tonight's state attendance at Petco Park are selling 40,209. The Padres thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Well, winning game 1 on the road was huge, Boog, and they can put a stranglehold on this series with the win here in this one, and that's obviously the goal. You want to go back home up 2-0 with a chance to wrap up the series in your own ballpark for sure.
And if it goes the other way and the series gets to 1-1, it's a total reset as we change venues for the next 3 games. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started, and towing the slab here, Kim.
She comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for her it's always interesting to see how she utilizes those weapons. She may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if she can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. She's really going to be able to keep those hitters off balance.
And here's the rookie center fielder, Jay Quo. And a pitch. In there at the knees. So we're underway here in game 2. And a pitch. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when she's out there on the hill.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
She's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at her and determine whether it's a ball or strike if she swings or not.
On the ground out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. One up, one down. Now Scott Service lined up for the Seattle Mariners. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a pitcher that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt her rhythm, make her uncomfortable a little bit. The hitters that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get her moving off the mound. If you're in the box and she seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up her timing, somehow try to get in her head a little bit. And then when she does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
One down, base is empty. And a base hit right there. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities she's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to pitchers like this, a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
And now, Elena Schofield. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Irvin over at first with 1 away. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-0.
Snap throw to first. Irvin gets back easily. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. And a foul ball. At the belt and fires. Strike two. This one in the air. Settles under it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Got the pitch that she wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where she needed it to be.
So now it's the four-hole hitter, Mike Schmidt. Big-time power. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. Bounce to third. Tosses to first, and they take care of Schmidt for the out. Third out, and that ends the frame. One left for Seattle. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. This is the American League Championship Series show. Back now in Toronto. And starting this one, Jenny Baker. What do we have on her?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does she have a feel for all of those pitches, or is she just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where she wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if she can, she's going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And now it's even up.
Well, when you come off a tough 1-run loss in the postseason, you'll be looking back at the opportunities that you missed in the previous game and make sure that you don't miss them in this one.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones when you've got to make her pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So up next for Toronto, Joanna Gonzalez. And that one fouled off. Nobody out. Runner at first. Pitch out, but no action. Here's a 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. The 1-2. High in the air, out to right. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
That is the catcher.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Sarah McKnight, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The pitch. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And the righty deals. And there's a foul ball. Man at first, 1 away. And another ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. McKnight tries to check her swing. Now a look to third. No swing. She held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. Payoff pitch. Got her swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize her speed by keeping her off base.
Indeed, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief because she puts pressure on everyone if she can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep her off balance, get her out of there, and on to the next.
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Danielle Strawberry. Off the mark there. Ball one. Righty delivers. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, she's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
2 outs. Hit hard on the ground is short. That's the third out. Inning over. 1 left for Toronto. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the veteran outfielder, number 10. Kim measures 5 feet 8 inches, just 19 years old, and she's a native of South Korea. And a pitch. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
All over that one right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And now the DH, Beverly Beavers. Runner takes off. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Way back there. And it's gone. The Mariners strike first. It's 2-0. She only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once she did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority, and she got that up and out of here.
So digging in, Kevin Youkilis. In there, and it's 0-1. And ball 1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
Here's a 1-2. Look out. And it hit him. She had him 1-2, and she ends up hitting him with a pitch. Gianna Bryant digs in now. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
Two runs across in the inning here in game 2. And that one is inside ball 1. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That smash towards center. And he makes the catch. And there's a run away.
The pitcher,
Isabel Storm will hit next.
Right through there for a strike. That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Struck her out.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and she just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on a run like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Jay Quo getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle. They get the force. And that is the inning. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the veteran first baseman, Jason Giambi.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that she can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And the 1-0.
Oh, that's just out.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
She got away with one there, but she knows she can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The wind of the pitch. Bounce to the left side. Schmidt zips it across. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting 6. The designated hitter, Edgar.
Now it's the DH, Edgar Martinez. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
The wind of the pitch. Stays alive. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. On the ground, Bryant tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Jim Rice. And there's a ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Wouldn't chase that time. Alex Hyde up next. Next offering is in for a strike. Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out on the play. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 2-0. And we're back. And now, Monty Irvin.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there, he owns the home plate area.
The lefty, the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one is upstairs. Three-0 down.
Hey!
And it's ball 4. She missed down low.
Well, she tried to nibble right there and just missed her spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now she has somebody to worry about over at first.
And now for Seattle, Elena Schofield. She popped out her first time. And that one hammered. Strawberry ranging back. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something she could handle. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And she got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Mike Schmidt. Golden opportunity right here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not she can score on that base hit.
And now the lefty right through there for a strike. The pitch just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And that one fouled off. 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. And now the right fielder, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That's down and in. The Mariners trying to break this one open. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Here comes a pitch.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think she's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if she wants to go back there later in this count.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss, and she got him to chase.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
2-2 down. Good job to fight that one off. Irvin at third. Schofield at second with 1 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
In now is the Mariners DH, Beverly Beavers. She's already homered in this game. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that'll do it. Mariners leave a couple, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back now in Toronto as we go to the last of the third. And now for the Jays, Alex Hyde. Baker back to work. Fastball for a strike. The pitch. That one in the dirt, and it's 1-2. And another ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Out to center. Crow makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman.
So up next for Toronto, Haley Williams. Chris, her skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and she can run. She always uses the wheels to her advantage.
Her biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Well, Cindy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And she makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Richie Ashburn. And this one could be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Ashburn into second, and he's got a double. Oh, he throws it away. Not in time. She's safe at the plate. But it's a 1-run game.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And next for Toronto, Joanna Gonzalez. This hitter is one of the best athletes in the sport. That to right. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Throw comes in quickly as the lead runner at third gets the stop sign.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but she hit that one pretty well. And if she hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the Toronto catcher, Sarah McKnight. Struck out swinging his first time. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And the pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Righty to the plate. On the ground to short. Base hit. One run in already. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, she's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but her resume speaks for itself. Runners at the corners here. One away.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All she's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Ball one there.
She's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Traffic on the bases with two already in to score here in the last half of the third. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball to strike. And that one in the air center field. She's got it. Runner tagging from third. She'll score on the sac fly. 3-2. They take the lead.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but she'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
Jason Giambi next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against her.
That one missed.
Oh, she's going to steal second. You want her to go early in the count. That way she's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And a pitch out, but no steal, and it's ball two. Two outs. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And the right-hander deals. Pitch misses, and the count is 3-1.
Straighten him up a little bit.
McKnight off of first with 2 away. And that one clips the corner.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Bryant gets it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head to the 4th inning now in Game 2. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Mariners 2. Second game of the ALCS. And now for Seattle, Kevin Youkilis. She deals. That one fouled off.
Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
1-1.
That one to first. Takes it himself. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Gianna Bryant, the next to hit. She's 0 for 1. That one off the mark. And that is ball one. In the air to left center. Ashburn trying to get there. Pulls it down, and there's two gone. And up next for Seattle, Isabel Storm. First pitch misses. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Chris, we were excited to watch her pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to her, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
She goes down looking. And 1-2-3 go to Mariners. And it's still a 3-2 ball game. Back here at Rogers Center, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Edgar Martinez. The wind and the pitch. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than she wanted to at this point of the game.
And downstairs.
And that pitch count is impactful, because if they can keep making her work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Right-hander kick steals. And that one is in the dirt. And it's 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
I don't think she really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
And now for the Jays, Jim Rice. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Just missed. Runner at first with no outs here. Outside low. And that's ball 2. Fought off foul. Two one now. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
And it's filled up. The pitch. Too low, ball 4, and she's walked another.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. The tag, and he's in there.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think she'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Haley Williams next up for the Blue Jays. In the air, left field. Irvin turns to the right on the move. He's got it.
The center fielder, number 1, Richie Ashford.
So the lineup flips over. Richie Ashburn next up for the Blue Jays.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
2 on, 1 out. This one lifted in the air, left field. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Joanna Gonzalez.
So first and second with 2 outs. And here is Joanna Gonzalez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Ball 1 low.
2 walks in the inning already, and she just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like she can find the right mechanics and then repeat them. Two on, 2 outs. She can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about her in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Fouls one off. 2-2. First and second, 2 down. That one the other way. That's a hit. Around third. The throw in. But it's offline. And they lead by 3.
It's a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So up next for Toronto, Sarah McKnight. 1 for 2. That one catches the zone, and that is strike 1. Kicks and fires. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Mariners 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th, and now Jay Quo. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Whoa. Only 18 years old. A former first-round pick in 2024. One gone here.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
At the plate, Monty Irvin. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
The Jays leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. And another ball.
She's been going after these hitters consistently, and as a result, she's been able to keep her pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Downstairs, and it misses ball 4.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Man at first, Elena Schofield up next for the Mariners. Step off throw to first, and he dives back in safely. This is again 5 in a row. Irvin leads off first with 1 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. And there's a ball. Got her looking, and she did not like the call.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think she was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think she was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Here's some real power at the plate. Mike Schmidt. Runner on the move. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that one fouled off. The 1-1. And that one pulled foul. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And now the lefty, right side. And they take care of Schmidt for the out. And that is that. Mariners lead 1. And the deficit remains 5-2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Danielle Strawberry. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a hitter that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And a pitch. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Her swing is so good, it's in the zone a long time. She gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
She swings and fouls one off. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. To first, and the leadoff hitter set down in their half of the 5th.
First baseman, Jason Giambi.
And next for Toronto, Jason Giambi.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Next offering is in for a strike. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. And another ball.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Katse into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone. Edgar Martinez next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1.
Martinez.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Hard hit, knocks it down, whips it to first on the run, and they get the out. Back now in Toronto, stepping in the long ball threat, number 10. Kim back to work. Just missed.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Not even close there. And now 2-0.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Wouldn't chase that time. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. In the air, right side. Sizing this one up. And there's one down. Next is the designated hitter, Beverly Beavers. She's already homered here in this one. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
She's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
McKnight drifts towards it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 22, Kevin Youkilis.
2 outs, base is empty. Kevin Youkilis up next for the Mariners. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. That's a strike. That one way inside. Two outs. And another ball. The M's trailing by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Offense held in check there. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Mariners 2. Maria Alvarez taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of her right here. Got to do her best to keep the score right where it is.
Maria Alvarez.
And now it's going to be Jim Rice. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That's in there. 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Abner Uribe appears to be getting ready for manager Scott's service. Messina also throwing. Kicks and deals.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a run. You know, hitters, it takes so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So, man aboard. Now the third baseman, Alex Hyde.
RBI knock for her last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And a foul ball. Rice leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
Outside. And that's ball one. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Outside, and that is ball 4.
The batter, number 5. Second baseman, Haley.
And now for the Jays, Haley Williams.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Alvarez. She's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Now, as a hitter, when a pitcher like this comes into the game, you feel like she's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
That ball is foul.
First and second here, no outs. That missed by a lot.
2 strikes.
Now 1 and 2. That one almost got her. Right-handed reliever. High fly ball out to center field. Storm sizes this one up. Storm makes the play.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of her that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But she stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And stepping in is the speedy Richie Ashburn. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The Blue Jays trying to break this one open here in the bottom of the sixth. That one drilled left field, and that's just foul. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So first and second with 2 outs. Joanna Gonzalez now at the plate. Dives, but it kicks off his glove to first, and she beats it. Everyone's safe.
Oh, you can tell she was sniffing that hit all the way. Great hustle getting down the line. Now the bases loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Sarah McKnight next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. Base hit. 1 run is in.
Well, she was a little off balance. She got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed her still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there. She drives in a couple of runs.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Danielle Strawberry. That one's in there. Strike 1. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And a foul ball. Next pitch inside. And the count 1-2.
It's a good take.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. At the belt and fires. Just misses. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Youkilis pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We head to the 7th now in game 2. Blue Jays 7 and the Mariners 2. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Here's the second baseman, Gianna Bryant. As the lefty gets to work, splits the plate, and that's strike 1. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And a pitch. That's inside. Toronto's bullpen with some action. James Karinchak getting ready to go. Out to short, Gonzalez. Tosses across to first. And a quick out, number one.
Now batting, the shortstop, Isabel Storm.
Now here is Isabel Storm. We talk about players with good speed, and definitely she has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
She gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and she just takes it away.
This one in the air right field. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a runner aboard with a one-out single.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and she found a way.
And here is Jay Giambi. Goes to second for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Blue Jays 7 and the Mariners 2. Back here at Rogers Center, and now Jason Giambi. The line to kick the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. And that's outside. And a pitch. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
New pitcher for the Mariners, Abner Uribe.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So a man aboard. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Edgar Martinez. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the late stages of game 2. Wouldn't chase that time. That's in there. And the count 1-2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Up the middle, Bryant. In plenty of time to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get her shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Rice in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here's the third baseman, Alex Hyde. They tried to get her to chase on a slider, down and away. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-0. Right through there for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. And that's outside. Full count down. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. So now 2 on and 2 outs. That's a great at bat. She saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, she earned her trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. She's put a lot of work into that aspect of her game, and it paid off right there.
Williams stands in now and watches strike one.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That one's in there, and the count is 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by her for a couple of strikes. Now
corners are occupied with 2 down. Swings and misses, struck her out. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they're still on top 7-2. We go to the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Monty Irvin. The pitch. In for a strike. It's 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Come on and miss. Struck him out. And 1 away. And stepping in for the Mariners, Elena Schofield. Inside, almost got her. The pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a miss, and she's down on strikes. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Mike Schmidt digs in now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one's a little bit low. And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. And look out, that one gets him. The second batter she's plunked in this one. Now it's the right fielder.
Well, not a whole lot behind that pitch. It's off speed, but it still stings. Getting hit by a fastball is a whole different story.
Wouldn't chase that time. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is that. One left for Seattle. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Mike Messina.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Richie Ashburn.
Richie Ashburn.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now, Joanna Gonzalez in the dirt. To second, and he's out.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, trying to get into scoring position. But if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. She helps out her pitcher big time.
Righty delivers. Strike one.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That's off the mark, and the count is 2-2. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
You can see she was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Next offering is in the dirt. In the air, right field. He dives, but can't hang on. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard now with one away.
Having herself a really nice game at the plate. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed her to keep her front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
McKnight stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Messina, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Move to first. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
You've got to move your feet, as footwork is so important on those pickoff throws over to first, and can be a little easy to get twisted up and throw across your body, and she didn't have much of a lead over there at all, so I doubt he was trying to do anything more than just keep her honest, which makes that error hurt even more.
That one finds the zone, and a count 1-1. Hard hit left side. Schmitty over to first. And there's two away.
The right fielder, number 6, Danielle.
So two down now, and here is Danielle Strawberry. She's a player who does it all. That one fouled off. Gonzalez at second with two down. Good eye right there. Runner on second, two down. In the air, right field. And that's the third out. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, James Karinchak.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the DH, Beverly Beavers. The pitch. And that skips in the dirt. This one blasted the other way, down the line, and it's a foul ball. Hard hit, right side. Over to Giambi. Now one gone in the ninth. And now the first baseman, Kevin Youkilis. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. John Smoltz up and loosening in the pen. The Jays leading by 5 here at the top of the ninth. Got one out to right. Strawberry moving under this one, and she makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Now back, second baseman,
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Gianna Bryant. And a foul ball. This could end it. In the dirt. Going to count 1-2. That one just misses.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And here it comes. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. The 2-2. And a foul ball. She stays alive. Now a high fly ball out to left center. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays salvage game 2 here at home to even this series.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Fans, our final line for tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 7 runs on 13 hits. No errors, they left 9 runners on base. For the Mariners, 2 runs on 5 hits. 1 error, they left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Rogers Center, 49,282. The Blue Jays thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.